The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 80, Nuria. Tessa stood next to Rita and tried to recognize the strange pattern on the ground that Rita was pointing at. She said, "I think you're right. With your keen eye, you could easily be a private investigator." She added, "In Holland, where it rains a lot, the wind can blow quite strongly. But in sunny Andalusia, when it rains, it really pours down and the wind turns into a strong storm." I remember hearing once in the news that the storm overturned a tourist bus parked in front of a hotel as passengers disembarked. They followed the mysterious pattern on the ground until they reached the cliff's edge and peered down. Tessa gestured toward a prominent "Access Absolutely Prohibited" sign positioned farther down, stating, "See? This area's off limits, definitely a military zone." The Land Rover had vanished. Despite the thick fog blanketing the hillside, they could sense it steeply descending ahead. If the Land Rover had careened off the cliff and into the abyss, the driver's survival chances would be bleak, especially considering the possible presence of landmines further down. Suddenly, Rita's gaze shifted toward the VW bus. Through the fog, she glimpsed a little girl in pink rubber boots standing before the van, clutching a yellow plastic bucket. It was the same girl who had peered through the VW bus's rear window as the two cars left the gas station. Rita, still fixated on the girl, said to Tessa, "Let's ask her. She might know what happened to the man." Tessa directed her attention toward the VW bus, but in the fog, she could only discern the pink rubber boots and the hovering yellow bucket. She couldn't help but ask, "What girl?" After staring in the same direction for a moment, the outline of the girl became apparent to her. Almost as if speaking to herself, she whispered, "If I were alone, I'd swear I saw ghosts." As they approached the girl, she called out from a distance, "My dad went over the edge." It seemed as if the girl could read their thoughts, anticipating their questions. Rita had expected her to speak Spanish, but to her surprise, the girl spoke fluent English. Tessa quickly shielded the girl from the drizzle with her umbrella and asked in a caring tone, "What's your name?" The girl replied, "Nuria." In a concerned manner, Tessa inquired further, "Where's your mom?" The girl responded, "My mom lies in bed with a terrible headache because my dad and his friends smoked all her cannabis. Dad bought more in Almunkar, but it was too late. Instead of helping, it worsened my mom's headache." In a rush to divulge all the family secrets, she added, "Plus, she can't be a medicine woman for several days now." With a determined tone, she reiterated her earlier statement, "I saw it. I saw it in my head. My dad went over the edge." Rita recognized this from her own childhood. When she was around the girl's age, she often saw and heard things that adults dismissed. Later, when they realized she had been right, they regarded her strangely, as if she were crazy. While Tessa continued to shelter the girl under the umbrella, she gently guided her in the direction of the VW bus, saying, "Come and show us where your mom is."